Hey guys, hey! Welcome to Mondays with Marc. I'm Marc, and this is Smokey, Steve, and Marc. Haha! Wait for it, wait for it. Oh, yes, it is. Welcome or welcome back. Oh, it is great to see you. I feel like I haven't seen my MWM peeps in so long. MWM peeps. Like, where does this come from? Yeah, from in here. I'm like losing my mind for sure. But seriously, it's so great to see you. I hope you're happy and I hope you're well. Oh, we have an awesome show tonight. So I gotta tell you, it is cold as heck here. Now, we had some really nice weather, like, in the week before this, but boy, did a cold front come in. Right now, it's raining and it's so cold, and y'all, I'm not ready for it yet. I'm still missing summer and warm weather and having the air conditioner on, and I am. So I thought for tonight's video, I think we're gonna warm things up. Oh, yes, we are. We have two fantastic projects to do. Oh, yes, and both projects are aimed at warming us up. Oh, yes, we're going to go into the kitchen and make an awesome warm you up recipe. And then we're going to follow that up with a great DIY that I think you're going to like. Oh, yes. But first, and most importantly, how are you doing? Let's get caught up, okay? Okay, that's better now. Yeah, so how are you? Oh my gosh, it's been, gosh, I don't even know how long since we've had a normal Mondays with Marc, right? And if you haven't tuned in since then, well, we got married, we did. Oh, it was very nice, and I want to take this opportunity now to thank you all for I don't know, for those of you who tuned into our wedding live stream, and I tell you, I distinctly remember at one point in the evening, and I glanced over and saw the camera there, and saw you guys, and it was a comforting feeling. It was nice and comforting, to know that you guys were there and watching, and I know a lot of people were dancing along to the music and everything. It was so special, and it was just very nice. So thank you for everyone who joined the wedding live stream, and for the gifts and for the cards and the messages. It really touched us. It did, and it made our day even more special. So thank you so much. It really was nice. It was a great time. I still have that, fuzzy just married feeling. I do. It's really awesome. I think everyone should get married, really. But for the right reasons, though, if you know what I'm saying. Definitely. But, oh, yeah, but, true. I am so not ready for winter. I love snow. Love the look of it. It's that bitter cold weather. And driving in ice and snow, I just don't like it. And that cold, like chill to the bone weather, I'm not looking forward to at all. I'm missing summer, but you know what? I'm really missing. Look who came to say hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, I know. Okay, all right. So, but I'm really missing is Halloween. It seemed like it went by so fast. Spooky Steve and Marc and Halloween itself, it went by so fast. I barely even remember it, And I was a little let down that I didn't get to everything that we had wanted to do for Spooky Steve and Marc, but we did have other things going on, namely the wedding, right? But I do think everything came together nicely, and I think it was a nice Spooky Steve and Marc season, and of course we hope you enjoyed it too, And heck, the stuff we didn't get to this year, we'll get to it next year for sure, right? But yeah, there's that, and thus the theme of today's video. Let's try to warm things up a little bit, because it did, in the matter of literally one day, it dropped in temperature so much. It was 80 degrees in the first week of November here, and we're already down to 48, and it's dropping, and we're gonna get cold. I don't know. I think winter might be here. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna go back up to the 70s and 80s again, but I don't know. With the weather the way it is recently, you never know, right? So we'll see. But part of the wedding being behind us now, and the holidays in front of us now, is like getting back to some sort of like normalcy, right? Whatever that is, right? But getting back to like everyday life, and of course our medical things too, like appointments and that. I got to get back on all that. I actually missed a pretty important appointment when we were on our honeymoon for my eyes, and so I have to get that rescheduled. I haven't heard back from them yet. I got to get on that. And of course, my teeth, which is a daily struggle. It's really playing on my mind. I started it. I had some things done. I have some missing teeth. I have some prosthetics in, but I do have some missing teeth that they had taken out, and I still have to get all that done, and it weighs on my mind, of course. Doesn't help your self-esteem or your self-worth any, right? And walking around every time you laugh or smile, you go ha ha ha, to cover it up, but I am committed to getting that all done, and trying not to beat myself up over, due to my extreme fear and phobia of the dentist, along with a rather unhealthy lifestyle for 10 to 12 years, allowing my teeth to get where they are today, Now that, in addition to the medication I'm on that wreaks havoc, makes your teeth brittle, makes your bones brittle. Y'all remember, I slipped and fell and broke 2 ribs. I mean, it wasn't even a hard fall. So I just have to be mindful of all that, But Steven and I are putting together a real talk, / mental health video for this week, and we'll talk all about that. And that's part of getting back to our normal routine too, getting back to our regular content and all that. I'm excited. And of course, I'm super stoked about the holidays. Oh yes, I can't wait for Christmas. We have so much planned. It's gonna be great. It's our first Christmas as a married couple, our first Christmas in a new home, first Christmas, well, with a new kid, right, Oscar? Definitely. So it'll be really special, and we really want the holiday season this year to be special. On SSAM too, so we have some giveaways and some card exchange. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But back to today's video. Oh yes, we're gonna warm things up all night long, and we're gonna start off by heading into the kitchen and making another soup recipe. Oh yes, but this one, do you think that was some kind of like I don't know, when a light just goes off, doesn't that mean something? Oh no, I guess we'll see, right? It just went off. I didn't touch it or nothing. So yeah, let's go over to the kitchen and whip up something warm and comforting. Come on, let's go. Hey, I am so excited to share this recipe with you. Okay, now I know I say that before every recipe, but I really am excited to share this recipe. Tonight we're gonna make another soup. We are, and this soup, actually, we almost were going to serve it at our wedding, but at the we didn't serve it for no other reason than we were just trying to save a little money. Now, in hindsight, I kind of wish we would have, because this is one of my favorite soups in the world. We're going to be making a French onion soup. Oh, buddy, we kicked it up a notch. Today, we're gonna be making a beef noodle French onion soup. Oh, it's so good and so perfect for a chilly autumn night, you know, to warm things up. All right, so let's get started. So, I already prepped a few things for this recipe, okay? So, you're gonna need about 2 cups of wide egg noodles, and I already cooked them and cooled them off, and we're setting those aside for later, okay? In addition to that, I have about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of good quality beef, top sirloin or maybe even a chuck or something, any type. You could even use stew meat for this, okay? I cut it up into little pieces and I seasoned it with salt and pepper and browned it all up, and then took it off, put it in a bowl, and we have it set aside, okay? Now, in addition to that, here's your ingredient list. Okay, over here, we have about 8 ounces of mushrooms, which we sliced, a tablespoon of minced garlic, we have about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a 1/2 cup of dry white wine. Over there we have 6 cups of beef stock. And for our cheeses, we have about 1 cup of, I did a mixture of Parmesan, mozzarella, and provolone, like an Italian mix. And then in addition to that, we will need about 4 slices of Swiss cheese and a baguette or French bread or something like that. Oh yeah. And then for our seasonings, of course, salt and pepper. And then we have about 4 sprigs of fresh thyme and 1 bay leaf. And then over in the back there, I almost forgot, we have about 1/4 cup of flour. Now the most important ingredient, the onions, right? So in my pot here, I have about 5 cups of sliced yellow onions. Oh, yes, I do. Now, that'll be, anywhere between 5 and 6 onions, depending on the size, okay? Just, roughly about 5 cups of sliced onions. Now, I started to caramelize them already. They're still cooking now. And to do that, we're going to put them in a stock pot with 3 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. And then we bring that up, make it nice and hot, and we reduce the heat to low and let those onions simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, and make sure you stir it once every 4 minutes or so, okay? We're caramelizing the onions. Now these have been on for about 15 minutes here, and I'm gonna let them go a little bit longer, okay? Now we're not doing a proper caramelized onion. We did a video about that a few weeks back, and that can take like an hour, hour and a half to do them like properly. But we're making a soup, so we're just gonna get them to the caramelized stage and then move on. So maybe, like I said, about 15, 20 minutes and we'll be good. So they have a few more minutes to go. Let's make the yummy, yummy topper for our soup, okay? And that's where our baguette comes into play. Alrighty, so, a proper topping for a good yummy French onion soup, they usually put some croutons in there and melt some cheese over it, so we're gonna do that right now ahead of time, alright? So I have a baguette, and I got a day-old baguette, okay? If you get the real fresh ones, let them sit out for an hour or 2 before you do this, okay? We want it to be a little bit dry, okay? And then what I did was, I just cut them into little kind of like circles like this, okay? And I got 4, I cut it in half and then cut a circle out of it. So we have 4 portions from 1 mini baguette here, okay? And then to that, we're gonna set it down like that, and it's so easy. All we're gonna do is take our cheese mixture, and you can, choose the cheese that you like, okay? Put that on there. Now, I guess, more proper for French onion soup would be Gruyere cheese. So if you like that, go for it. Then we're gonna put, some Swiss cheese right on top of it like that. Yeah, the poor man's Gruyere, right? I just like the taste of it. It tastes awesome. Okay, give it another little sprinkle. Oh, here we go. We'll use some shaker parm on top of that now. Oh yeah. And then we're gonna finish off with a little bit of dried parsley. Just like that. Okay. Now I have mine all made up over here. Set those there. We'll put this down here like that. And I'm gonna melt mine over in my air fryer, but you can do it right in the oven too, 425 for 5 to 10 minutes until that cheese is nice and melty and your bread starts to crisp up a little bit, okay? Voila! Turned out nice, huh? Ooh, yes, I love them like that. Okay, so that is, now those will be our toppers for our soup once it's all done. So all we got to do with this now is actually nothing. We're going to just set it aside and wait until we're done with our soup, okay? And like I said, I got 4 large ones out of the mini baguette, and then I got 2 little ones here too. You know, in case, you know, maybe people don't want a big one, or you're serving a cup instead of a bowl, you know. Okay. Or, yep, someone might just want to eat it as it is. We're not doing that. All right, let's check our soup. All right. Ooh, looking good. Okay, they are just about ready, y'all. Yes, they are. Look at that nice color. Yep, this is what we're looking for. Okay. So now at this point, we're going to add our garlic. Bam, bam. Just like that. And then we're going to add our mushrooms. Okay? And we're going to give that a stir until it's all nice and incorporated there. Yep, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to let that saute for an additional 2 minutes. Alrighty, it's been 2 minutes. That's exactly what we're looking for. Nice. Okay, so our next step, we're going to add our flour all in at once. And we're going to stir that around. Okay, until it's completely incorporated into our onions there. All right, and then we just want to get that flour taste out of the flour. So we're just going to do this for about a minute. That's it, okay? We just want to heat that flour up. Okay, we're good. Okay, so for the next 3 ingredients, we're going to want to continuously stir as we add them in. And we start with our white wine all at once. And give that a stir and use this opportunity to scrape up those little bits from the bottom. That's flavor down there. Oh, yes, it is. All right. And then we add our Worcestershire sauce. Give that a little stir. It's starting to smell. Okay, there we go. And we're going to add all of our broth all at once. Give that a little stir there. And then we add our seasonings, our thyme and our bay leaf. Like that. And then we're going to bring this to a boil, reduce the heat, and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Okay, and now let's finish this up. All we're going to do is put our beef back in. Oh, yes. Nice. And give that a little stir. And at this point, you want to pick out, or shall I say fish out, your thyme sprigs, okay? And then add our noodles. Yes. And this can be, you know, personal preference too, how much you want. You know, I did 2 cups here. If you don't like that much, then just, you know, do a cup. Give that a stir. Look, doesn't that look delish? Oh my gosh. Okay. And now the all-important taste test. Good. But at this point, definitely season with salt and pepper to your taste, okay? And y'all, that's all there is to it. We are done. Now, let's bowl this up, okay? Napkin here. Like the napkins, aren't they cute? Okay. So I have a liner there and a bowl. That, okay. And now, ooh, for the all-important topper. Let's see, we'll use this one here. Okay, and then we just place that right on top, just like that. And all that broth will, like, you know, get sucked up into there, and the cheese will start to melt again. Oh, this is going to be so delicious. This is definitely a must-try recipe. And there you have it, our beef noodle French onion soup. You okay there? Okay. Oh, what'd you think? Did you like it? Oh my gosh. Oh, I hope you give it a try. I said that it's a must-try recipe. It really is. I wasn't lying. We were gonna serve it at the wedding, and it is one of my favorite soups in the whole world. I mean, I love French onion soup, but this just kind of kicks it up a notch. So, I mean, look. I mean, what's not to like? I mean, onion soup and cheese and beef and noodles. I mean, I don't know. Okay, enough with that, okay? All right, so now we have to follow it up with a really awesome DIY, and that's what we're gonna do, y'all. All right, so we're gonna go back into the kitchen. I cleared off the kitchen table so we can do this because it's a little bit large there. I needed the whole table to do it, okay? So come on with me. We're going back to the kitchen, and we're gonna whip up some pretty awesome boho-inspired floor pillows. Come on. Oh, it's DIY time! Yes, it is, and we have a fantabulous DIY to do today. Really easy to do, very functionable. Functionable, is that a word? I think it's a word. Anyway, you'll know what I mean in a minute. Today, we're gonna be making some floor pillows. Now, a lot of you know we just moved into a new place, and our whole place has hardwood floors, and those floors are so cold, y'all, and it's not even winter yet. So, as a way to heat things up a little bit, we're gonna make some boho floor pillows today, all right? And this is what you need. Head over to the Dollar Tree because almost everything we use today is from the dollar store too. I was gonna purchase some of these floor pillows, and then I was like, oh my gosh, they're so expensive. So I just knew we could come up with something for like pennies of what they originally cost, all right? And that's what we're doing. So you're gonna need these cool little boho rugs. Now, I remember these rugs, and I remember them at the dollar store. They were a lot bigger than this at one point, right? But, they're kind of like this size right now, but they will work just perfectly for our project, okay? And you'll need 4 of them for each pillow that you're gonna make, okay? And I got 2 sets here. I got this color, and then I got a nice blue color too there too. But I think they would also look good if you mix and match the colors too. Totally up to you, all right? So, in addition to that, you're going to need I'm using this jute twine, the thin jute twine, okay? You could use some cotton threading also, and then you're going to need, to make life easier, you're going to need a needle that has a large eye on it, like a yarn needle or something like that, okay? Special thanks to Steve's mom. She gave me this. I didn't have one, and I went to Michael's. They were out of them, and I'm like, oh my goodness, now the hunt begins, right? Nope, she had one. Great. So, yeah, get yourself some of this and some rugs, and then in addition to that, you're going to need something to stuff it with. Now, you could go with, like, batten or cotton stuffing, but I'm a big, upcycler and reuser of things, so this is a perfect project to get rid of all of those old, nasty pillows that you've been wanting to replace forever. Yeah, we have quite a few of those. That's what I'm using today. And another thing, you could also use some old blankets or old t-shirts that may have holes in them to stuff them. You can use anything you want to stuff these pillows. They're floor pillows, okay? Let's get started. Okay, so as you see, we have 2 of our rugs laying up against each other, long ways like this, and we kind of gathered it up just a little bit like this, and then we threaded our needle, and now we're just gonna whip stitch all the way up like this. And then we're going to repeat with our other 2 rugs, okay? Okay, so now it looks like that. You see? And I got both of them done. There we go. So it'll look like that. Okay? Okay. So now we're going to lay them like this. Okay? So we're long ways. Twist that baby around. And then we're gonna flip the top one over like that. We go there, and then we're gonna do another whip stitch on the inside to the shorter end on one side, just like this, okay? All right, thread up some more string here and get started on this. Okay, and just like that. So we have one big long rug here. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we have continuing on with our stitching here. We're gonna flip this baby over, okay, like that, and we're gonna bring it back around, okay? So we're on the, like on the inside of it now. And yep, as you can imagine, we're gonna stitch again, doing a whip stitch right along this line right here, okay? All right, let's do it. Now, we have a tube. We got a tube, see, look. It's a tube. I can see you. All right, let's stop. Okay. So now we still have two ends here that we need to close. And for that, we're going to do another whip stitch. Yep. But we're going to do it on the outside. Okay. So we're going to make it as even as possible. Like so. Like so. Okay. And then position, you know, you can move it around if you want your stitching to be on the end. Like, you know, see what I mean? Like you can move it like however you want it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do mine like this in the center here because I want to see the stitching. I like the irregular kind of almost rustic look of it. I think it adds to like the boho look. I just love boho decor, and these type of rugs, you know, they just kind of scream it. So anyway, that's why we're using, you know, like jute twine, and that's why we're going to do some outside stitching too, and I want to be able to see that stitching. So okay, perfect. All right, and then we're just gonna, this will allow our fringe to be seen, and then we're going to do an outside stitch along one side of this. And then I'll come back and I'll tell you what we're going to do with the other side, okay? All right. Where's mine? Okay, so that's done. I know. Did you do it yet? Did you do it? How about that fringe? Didn't that just get in the way? So now we have one open end here. And what we're going to do is we're going to stuff it. So this is where our pillows come into play. You know, like I said, use some old pillows. Oh, this will fit perfectly, actually. In fact, I think I'll put two in. And this is where you put those old pillows you want to get rid of, or stuff them with some old t-shirts, or you could just go to the craft store and get some of that cotton, I think they call it batting, to stuff in there. However you stuff it, now's when you do it. So we're going to stuff it up. And then the open end here, yes, we have to thread our needle one more time and do a nice whip stitch just like we did on the other side, on the outside, to seal her all up. All right, let's do it. We're finished. Okay, so now we're just gonna trim up all of our little extra, you know, strings that might be hanging out like there. I think we're good everywhere else. We don't have any other ones hanging out. Okay, and there it is, y'all. Look, isn't it cool? Really nice, huh? I love how it turned out. Oh my gosh. And you know what? This is a great project because it took me 55 minus 15, 45. It took me a little over a half an hour to make this, and it cost $5 to make, as opposed to those $40 and $50 and higher floor pillows that you can buy. And what's nice about this too is you can, I mean, of course, depending on how much sewing you want to do, you could make them as large or as small as you want. It's really awesome. I'm so happy how this turned out. Me, the admitted very novice sewer too. The sewing was super easy. This would be a great project to do while watching TV too. And you know what? You know what else is really cool about this? Oh yeah, it makes an awesome pet bed. Yes, it does. They love them. All right. Well, there it is. I think I got one more to make, and I'm going to throw them over in the living room and see if Steve likes them. I guess that's the true test, right? But we're all done. Oh, yeah. See the outside stitching? Oh, I'm so happy with this. I'm not a sewer at all, and I'm just really happy with the way it turned out. And there you have it, our Boho-inspired floor pillow! Oh, so what'd you think of that? Bandit approves, don't ya? Really nice, huh? Very easy to make. You could make a ton of them too, you know? And Steve did approve. He did like it, as did Oscar and Bandit. So yeah, don't that make an awesome pet bed? You know, I think it would be great. You do these in any size too. So, all right. I've talked your ear off enough tonight. I hope you enjoyed our 2 projects we did tonight. And more than that, I hope you give it a try. If you do, definitely send us a picture. We've been known to share them, you know, every once in a while here on the channel. So shoot them on over to us. You know, you can email or instant message it, whatever, however, okay? I would love to know how it turned out for you, okay? All right, well, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. It means the world to me. It really, really does. Please hit that subscribe button, okay? And hit the notification bell so you know when we have a new video coming out. All of our contact information is listed right down below. That's our email address and our post office box and all that good stuff. Check us out over on Facebook and Instagram. I'll post all the projects and the recipes over there so you can screenshot it or download it or whatever you do. I don't know, you know. Thank you again, everybody. You have a fantastic week. Always stay positive, and I'll see you next time, all right? Ciao, everybody. Mwah!